Last week, someone asked me how I liked their new haircut, and I said, "Wow, it is very different." And they said, "Thank you so much."
But very different did not mean good.
It did not mean good at all. But I could not say that, so I said very different. And somehow we both walked away happy.
That is the magic of what people say versus what they actually mean. And today we talk about exactly that. Welcome to Just Chat English Podcast. I am Jack.
And I am Ashley. This podcast is for A2 and B1 level learners. Simple words, clear and slow speech. And if anything is unclear, just rewind and listen again.
So, Ashley, let's start with something everyone has heard. When someone says, "I am fine," what do they usually mean?
Almost never fine. I am fine usually means I am not fine, but I do not want to talk about it. Or I am not fine, but I do not want to know you actually want to know.
Yes, I am fine is one of the most dishonest answers in the English language. And honest means saying what you really think and feel.
But we are not always honest because we want to be polite. And polite means being kind and respectful in the way you speak.
Yes, and sometimes being polite means not saying exactly what we think, especially when the truth might hurt someone.
So we have this gap. We know what we want to say. We know what we mean, and we know what we actually say. And they are three very different things.
And understanding that gap is actually very useful in English because a lot of what native speakers say is not exactly what they mean.
Okay, give me another example, Jack. Something you have said that did not mean what it sounds like.
Okay, when someone invites me to something I do not want to go to, I say, "Oh, I will try to make it."
And what does that mean?
It means I am definitely not coming, but I want you to feel like there is a chance, so the conversation ends nicely.
Yes, I will try to make it is the most polite way of saying no in the English language.
It gives everyone an exit. The person inviting you feels okay, you feel okay, and then on the day you send a message saying, "So sorry I could not make it."
And nobody is surprised because I will try to make it already said everything.
Yes, it is a very soft no dressed up as a maybe.
What about that is interesting? Have you ever used that?
Oh yes, that is interesting means I do not agree with you, but I do not want to argue. So I am going to say something neutral and hope we move on.
Yes. Or someone shows you their new project and you say, "Oh, that is really interesting." And what you mean is, "I have no idea what to say about this."
Yes, interesting buys you time when you cannot think of anything else to say.
Okay, everyone, quick break. If you are enjoying this podcast, please like this video and subscribe to Just Chat English Podcast. It really helps other people find us, and it means a lot to us.
Simple English, clear and slow speech. A2 and B1 level. We are really glad you're here.
Okay, what about at work? Are there things people say at work that have hidden meanings?
So many. One of my favorites is when someone in a meeting says, "That is a good point, but..."
Everything before the but does not count.
Exactly. That is a good point, but essentially means I heard you, I disagree, and now I will say what I actually think.
The good point part is just a polite way to start, before they explain why your point is actually not that good.
Yes, it softens the disagreement without avoiding it. And avoid means to stay away from something or not do something. And people often use polite phrases to avoid direct conflict.
Another work one is, I will circle back to you on that.
Which means, I do not know the answer, and I am hoping you forget you asked.
Or, I do not want to deal with this right now, but I cannot say that directly.
Yes, circling back is one of the most popular ways to delay something, without saying, I am delaying this.
And then sometimes circling back never actually happens.
Never. The circle stays open forever.
What about in friendships? Are there common things friends say that mean something different?
Yes. One I hear a lot is, we should catch up soon. And while it is a nice thing to say, it often does not lead to actually catching up.
Yes. We should catch up soon can mean, I genuinely miss you and want to see you. Or it can mean, I like you, but I am busy, and this is my way of ending the conversation nicely.
And the difference is usually whether someone actually suggests a specific time or not. If they say, we should catch up soon, and then suggest a date, they mean it.
But if they just say, we should catch up soon, and leave it there, it is more of a friendly goodbye than a real plan.
Yes. The words are the same, but the meaning is very different depending on what comes after.
Another one is, let me know if you need anything, which is usually said after something bad happens to someone.
And it is a kind thing to say. It comes from a good place, but in reality, most people feel uncomfortable. And uncomfortable means a feeling when something is not easy or pleasant, and asking for help is uncomfortable.
So when someone says, let me know if you need anything, very few people actually let them know.
Yes, and the person saying it often knows that too. It is more about showing care than making a specific offer.
A more helpful thing to say is something specific, like, I am going to the shops tomorrow. Can I bring you anything? Or, I have Friday free. Can I come and help?
Yes, specific offers are much easier to say yes to than general ones, because they remove the uncomfortable step of asking.
That is actually really useful advice for real life, not just English.
Yes, this whole conversation is really about understanding the space between words and meaning, which is a very human thing, not just an English thing.
All languages have this. All cultures have polite ways of saying difficult things. But knowing the English versions specifically helps you understand real conversations much better.
Yes.
Because if someone says, I will try to make it, and you think they are actually going to try to make it, you might be confused when they do not come. But if you know that I will try to make it usually means probably not, you understand the real message.
And you can respond appropriately without any confusion or hurt feelings.
Okay, let's do our recap of the words from today.
Honest, saying what you really think and feel. And we talked about how we are not always honest because we want to be kind.
Polite, being kind and respectful in the way you speak, and how politeness sometimes creates a gap between what we say and what we mean.
Mean, what you really want to say, the real message, and how understanding what someone really means is as important as understanding their words.
Avoid, to stay away from something or not do something. and how polite phrases are often used to avoid direct conflict or uncomfortable conversations.
And uncomfortable, a feeling when something is not easy or pleasant, and how asking for help or saying no directly can feel uncomfortable, which is why we use softer phrases.
Write in the comments, what is something people say in your language that means something very different? Tell us in English. We would love to know.
We read every comment, and we always love hearing from you. And if you liked this episode, please like this video and subscribe to Just Chat English Podcast.
Thank you so much for listening. See you in the next episode.
Bye, everyone. Take care.